Hey guys, Goat Shepherd here. I'm looking at this Premier One Intellishock 180. This is the Premier uh, electric fence energizer on the market. The Premier solar one. It's got a big solar panel on the front of it. And I was mystified a little bit when I first went to wire this thing up, and I'm just switching the batteries out right now. And so basically, I figured out what the deal is here, because they give you two flat washers and a lock washer. And I was wondering about, like, because there's nothing in the instruction manuals about this. How do we deal with this? And it's not as cut and dried as you might think, because, like, what's with the two washers there? Anyways, just looking at these, what we have here is a situation where get this new battery in here. Always got to be a snag. All right, so we got the batteries swapped out, and what the deal is this, when you tighten it down, if you put all those washers on top, it's going to be sliding with this piece on that piece, which may degrade it. Oh, there's a little spider. And what we want to do is put a flat washer down on the bottom there onto the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and take a flat washer and put it on the bottom of each of these here, and show you what I'm talking about. And I'll be right back. Here I am. So, sorry, my phone is not a nice phone yet. So there's a washer on top of the terminal, and there's a washer on top of the terminal here. And we just want to have a nice sliding action for that as we turn the bolt and tighten it on. So, sorry, 1 second. So there we have it all put together: lock washer, flat washer, terminal wire, flat washer on top of the terminal. So that's the way that it's supposed to be put together, and it doesn't say it in the instruction manual. So remember, you saw it here first, folks. Oh, I dropped the washer into the bottom. It figures. I was trying to do it with one hand, is why. All right, I have retrieved the washer. I'm putting the washer on. Sorry you guys can't see this assembly here, but I'll just show you again. I mean, you know what's up. It is the lock washer, the terminal wire, and then another flat washer underneath. And that just allows it, once again, we're going to be able to tighten this thing without this piece getting stuck against the terminal here. It'll all kind of slide against itself as we tighten it, which I will do now just to draw the video to a close. Not too tight. Nice and snug, snug, snug. And there you have it. That's how you attach the terminals, the terminal posts to a Intellishock. Well, to any of their, um, to any of these solar fence energizers. I always get paranoid about these because it's plastic here, and geez, I'm wondering if in the cold, because you have to push so far to actually get this thing to disengage, it really makes me uncomfortable. Like what I'm afraid of is that eventually, just from using that thing as it was designed to be used, you're gonna snap those dogs off on the edge here. I mean, geez, come on, man. Another thing is, look at that. We got moisture built up inside this thing just from sitting outside. In the outside where it's supposed to be, water gets in here and it pools between the button and this edge here, and it's just a silly design flaw. Like, why would we allow moisture? There's a light in there that blinks too. Look at, yeah, there's a light that blinks in there, and we got moisture infiltrated. Now, this thing's got a rubber plug here. I mean, we've put a lot of thought into this thing, but that, so that bugs me. This bugs me, and then of course it bugs me that there's nothing in the instruction manual to tell you how to tighten those terminal wires down to the battery. And yeah, it's not a big deal if you put it together wrong at all, really. It's honestly, it doesn't even matter for the most part. Probably doesn't even matter actually. But those are the three things that I have. Other than that, it delivers a 10,000 volt shock, 10,000 plus. We were running on this battery that needs a charge. The solar power isn't working all the way right now at this time of the year. So to maintain this battery, we're having to just go ahead and swap them out and charge, which I planned from the beginning to be able to do that just because I know it's not always going to be able to charge in the weather itself. So we'll just have a look at this battery here and see what it tests on the multimeter really quick, because we were at about 44 to 4600 volts on the fence. Well, it's testing 13.3, so I'm not sure about that. I didn't even need to swap this battery out. Well, dang. I'm not sure why I'm not getting my voltage then. Maybe I need to. Oh, this was loose. The ground was loose. So that may be why I was getting only half my voltage. We can switch over really quick and check this while we're on the phone, or whatever you want to call it. We'll go ahead and push the steamed up button here. So now we are rigged and rolling. And then this thing here, I could probably just as well use the multimeter. In fact, we'll compare this with the multimeter, because that was actually free from Harbor Freight, and this was like 30 bucks. So let's check it out and see. One end goes into the ground here, and one end goes in your hand, and you just touch it to the fence. Yep, and we are still, oh, 4.6 was about what I was getting with the last one. See, I should be getting about 10 volts, or 10 times 1,000 is what it is. So this is 5,000 volts, 4,600, 4,700 volts. I saw it jump up to 6 though. Why is it? I got all my ground in place. I got an extra ground pull back there. Interesting. Well, let's see what the multimeter reads. Well, it was doing weird stuff. I think I'm getting flashes of 13.3. On the other hand, it's also doing the one thing there. 19. Yeah. So I don't really know what's going on with this. I guess maybe it was good to get the digital tester for the fences. Let's see what this thing says about the battery, though. I'm just going to stick the one end into the negative terminal and then touch this with this. And that should do it. 12.8. 12.8. So it looks like it is for fences and batteries, because I don't think that, I wonder if there isn't moisture or something causing that thing to put less power to the fence. Because before, this thing was measuring like 10.8 on the fence. And now it's just measuring like 5. So 5,000 volts versus 10,000 volts. That's a big difference. Anyways, I'm going to be hunting around trying to figure out what's going on here. So, signing off. Thanks for watching.